US President Donald Trump has sparked controversy after saying the US Navy was acting like pirates while enforcing a naval blockade of Iranian ports. He made the remark while describing the recent seizure of a ship by US forces.
And we took over the ship, we took over the cargo, took over the oil. It's a very profitable business. Who would have thought we were doing that? We're like pirates.
In recent days, multiple vessels linked to Tehran, including sanctions, container ships and Iranian oil tankers in Asian waters, have been seized after departing Iranian ports. Since the start of the war, Iran has blocked nearly all ships passing through the Strait of Hormuz, allowing only its own vessels to transit. In parallel, the United States has imposed a separate blockade targeting Iranian ports. The conflict escalated after US and Israeli strikes on Iran on February 28th. Iran responded with attacks on Israel and Gulf states hosting US bases. Continued strikes in Iran and Israeli attacks in Lebanon have killed thousands and displaced millions. The war has disrupted global energy markets, driving up oil prices and contributing to the blockade of the Strait of Hormuz, a vital choke point that handles around 20% of global oil and liquefied natural gas shipments. At home, President Trump is facing growing criticism. The war remains unpopular in the United States, and his shifting timelines and objectives have raised concerns. His earlier threat to destroy Iran's entire civilization also drew widespread condemnation. Meanwhile, an exclusive report by Axios says the US blockade in the Gulf of Oman has denied Iran nearly $5 billion in oil revenue, placing unprecedented pressure on Tehran. The Pentagon views the blockade as its most significant leverage in pushing for an end to the war, even as peace talks continue to start and stop. On the number of billions that America has spent so far in the Iran war, multiple figures are being given by different sides. A senior Pentagon official earlier said that the cost of the Iran war is $25 billion. But now reports are emerging that the cost is nearly double, touching over $50 billion. However, according to Iran's foreign minister, Sayyed Abbas Araghchi, the cost is nearly 4 times, hitting $100 billion. He also said that Americans are paying over $500 monthly to fund the war, with just 6 months to go for the US midterm elections. Democrats are linking the Iran cost with affordability. Oil prices have surged to the highest since 2022, which is above $128 per barrel. US gasoline prices have jumped to the highest in over 4 years to over $6 per gallon, from about $2 per gallon before the start of the war. Since April 13th, more than 40 vessels attempting to breach the blockade with oil and other contraband have been redirected. Currently, 31 tankers carrying around 53 million barrels of Iranian oil, valued at approximately $4.8 billion, remain stranded in the Gulf. 2 vessels have been seized by US forces. With onshore storage nearing capacity, Iran has begun using older tankers as floating storage. Some shipments are also taking longer and more costly routes to China to avoid US maritime interception.